That was
Okay,
we good. All right, we're here with Coach Jimmy Lane and his senior guard Mario Jordan. Mario's all SIAC selection. Coach Lane's Paine College was #3 in the SIAC East Division, made it to the semifinals. Had a pretty good season. So basically, Coach, you can talk about tonight's game a little bit, but talk about your team in the season, getting up to this game.
You know, our team, we had a pretty good team, and you know, we definitely had a tough non-conference schedule that kind of got us ready for the conference. And then we got in the conference and we lost a lot of tough ones, close. You know, we never got blown out or anything. We played everyone really tough. And we won about, I think we won 12 games now. You know, after it, and, you know, I thought we had a solid, you know, run at it. You know, this game obviously it was a tough one, but you know, I thought we did a good job for the year. You know, this guy and some other players on our team, we you know, stepped up, and there were some games where we had, you know, we really played well. And then there were some games on the road. We struggled on the road. We played really well at home this season.
Mario, before we answer some more questions, just talk about, you know, you being a senior, you know, you went out, basically scored 1,000 points, broke the 1,000-point record in your career. So talk about your experience at Paine before we go on and talk about the game.
My experience at Paine, ever since my freshman year, my freshman year was really kind of bad because we didn't really have no team chemistry. It was like everybody was for themselves. So like ever since my freshman season, I just promised myself that I just wanted to work hard, and I wanted to be all-conference selection. Hopefully my sophomore, junior, and senior year. But going into my junior year, I was preseason all-conference, but things didn't work out during the season last year. And last year we had a great season. We actually finished like 16 and 11, and this year should have been a better season because we had an overall good team. We didn't really have no distractions away from basketball like we did last year. This year, as a team, we was inconsistent a lot. Most of the games that we lost, like Coach said, they was close, but we was beating ourselves. And me individually, like this year, especially this year, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I wanted to be an all-conference guard. And thanks to the Lord, I was, because I worked so hard every day, and especially during the off season. I don't think I took not one day off from going to, especially we didn't have a gym. My sophomore, my whole junior year, and half of this season. So it was like we just ran all over Augusta every day trying to find a place to stay, getting different times. We never practiced at the same time every day, so it was really hard for us. And then this season, like you say, we had a great home run. We started out in our Jam Hill complex. We started out like 7-0, and then Augusta State beat us, and Benedict beat us at home in the Hill. But other than that, my overall career, I'm kind of satisfied with it. I wish I could have went out better than I did today. I played terrible today.
All right, gentlemen from the media want to ask questions.
Coach, it seemed like your team was able to defend the paint a lot better in the first half. What changed in the second half?
Marcus Good. That guy, you know, he's the real deal. So, you know, once he gets position, he's pretty hard to move around. But we zoned him, and you know, and our zone is pretty good with that to guard him. And eventually, he started to just lean on our big down low, and then, you know, they do have a shooter. So if you double down, he can make the open look, and you know that's what happened. And then, you know, he just definitely just started driving it through our bigs, through our chin, and trying to finish. And that's really how it happened. I think at first they were trying to set a ball screen up top, and I knew that wasn't going to work in the first half. And he made an adjustment in the second half, and you know, to just go ahead and throw it into him. And you know, that's what happens when you got a guy that's, you know, probably got a chance to get drafted. So you know, they just threw it right into him. And if you double down, he can kick it out. He's a good passer. He doesn't miss free throws very often, and he can shoot. So I mean, you know, the guy was in a little better shape. You know, you'd have 20 scouts in the, you know, in the stands. He's a heck of a player. That's what happened. They just threw it into him, and then, you know, we're trying to double, and you know, in the first half they weren't doing that.
Coach, you went through that stretch where you went about 6, maybe 7 minutes without a basket. That really seemed to hurt your effort tonight.
Yeah, our team, no doubt about it, we played better defense when we score, and that's just been the year. Like, we get on runs and we go on long runs, and when we get on a drought like that, we really don't guard as well. And I thought that was huge. We kept trying to go at Marcus, number 50. He clogs the lane, and then I thought it got pretty physical as the game went on. In the first 2 games, everything was called very tight, and I thought this game was very physical both ways. And I thought, we were trying to get there, trying to draw some fouls and stuff, but it wasn't happening. And then they were just locking it on shooters out on the perimeter. When you could do that when you got a monster inside, so it's pretty nice. And a point guard like Day, Xavier. So,
having played both of these teams now, and given the fact that Morehouse is the home team going into the championship game tomorrow, and probably a decided edge from the home crowd standpoint, what must Benedict do to walk out of here with a win tomorrow night?
Probably just take care of the ball, and they do a good job of that most of the time. We beat Morehouse at our place, and we did a really good job of taking care of the ball and getting on runs and really guarding Darius Williams and making him go to his left. And that they definitely got to do that because that kid's tough, ex-football player and all that. So he's tough. They got a big that's tough. But I think if they definitely could control the tempo. I still think Benedict's, man for man better. I mean, they got a bunch of players. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Ricky hitting shots.
Yeah, if Ricky Jackson's hitting shots, they're tough because you can't pack it in.
How bright is the future for Paine since you have a home court now?
Yeah, it's nice. We've got some guys that are coming in that are the real deal. So, right now it kind of stinks because I'm thinking of 4 seniors, but we're going to be we're already good, but we're going to be really good next year. And we were actually good this year. We had a couple things that happened, but and we were good this year. We finished 3rd, and we had a good season. There's no doubt about it. I was happy with what we have, and I thought we were going to be a little deeper. We had a bunch of injuries. 3 guys got hurt. They're not even here right now, so that's the kind of stuff that happens. But we definitely got some recruiting to do and getting some players, and with a new arena, and the school's great, and the president's great, and the AD's great. I mean, it's a good situation, to be a part of.
You talked about the arena. Certainly, the college campus is growing. You have a football program coming in next fall. How does that help with everything, with recruiting, basketball-wise, and just the overall student population?
Yeah, I mean, I know that the student thing was always a big deal right now at Paine, and it's now. I mean, I actually on my phone get every time someone applies, and it's just ringing off the hook. I mean, it's unbelievable how many people are applying. Now you got to get them, but that's just the student part of it. But basketball-wise, if we get them on campus, it might be over just because of the arena is so nice. I like to let them play a little bit, run a lot of ball screen stuff, and guard and get in the stance, and then I think the guys enjoy playing in our program. And then on top of that, it's a definitely sports-oriented school now. It's starting to become, the athletic department is now its own branch around the school. So it's like, it's the athletic director, Tim Duncan, has done an unbelievable job in the last 2 years since he's been here, and he's turned it in, instead of just being, basketball, it's now a whole sports, programming, and that arena is really nice. And the more, as the years go on, in the next year or 2, as they put more stuff in it and make it nicer, it's even going to be, it's going to be great. So.
All right, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all.
Okay.